good appropriate time of the day to you. I am Richard and this is LMTDTMFFR, or, say it with me now, limited time offer, no vowels. Indeed. And welcome to Point and Click Tuesday, my friends and enemies. I am here to play, as I said yesterday, the time-limited demo of GameDec, the game detective game, where virtual reality, well no, not virtual reality, plug-in games where you can plug yourself in with pods, etc. are a large part of the game, or a large part of the world, sorry, and crimes can be committed in those worlds. And you're just the kind of hard-bitten detective who can sort those out. Well, possibly. I mean, apparently there are 30 different professions for you to have chosen from before you became a game detective. So maybe you're not hard-bitten, maybe you're soft and fluffy. All the same, let's switch over and find out. There we are. Look at that exciting screen. You can add it to your wish list. Don't you want to go out and do that right now from this opening title screen? No, probably not. Let's have a look at the options and see what options we have here. Ooh, exciting. Graphics related options, they're all okay. Sounds, music volume. I must have fired this up already and turned it down to 60. Because that is my usual thing. And look, ooh, pointing and clicking, and deduction and codex of professions. How exciting. Alright. New game. Let's go. Low City. That is where we are. Relium. The communications of the late 22nd century ensure visual, sound, thermal and olfactory contact. This conglomerate of sensual modularities is called sensory connection, or sensing. A computer uses connections to the user of the same device that access all four sensory representations. It does not have to use them. Users often turn off olfactory and thermal channels. Owners of newer walktails have access to optical, auditory and limited olfactory channels, just like Omniac owners. The owners of the newest temple Obicoins take advantage of this amazing quality of all channels, as Obicoin send sensations directly to the interpretive areas of the brain. Makes them better than computers. Multi-sensory Dictionary, edition 33. Press any key to continue. Oh. Whoops. Well, hello detective, it said, and then I skipped it. Aspects for your character reflect your experience. Choices in the game. They can be influenced by any of the following attributes: personality, skills, origin, and knowledge. For the purposes of this demo, we've already picked the aspects for you. The game's final version, you will acquire them through interactions and dialogues with NPCs. Professions. Aspects unlock professions, but be wary. Becoming a hacker can make life easier by exploiting bugs or programming. Still, it may antagonize some NPC who knows more about your in-game actions and choices. Other professions that emphasize being empathetic would be a better choice for players who want to increase their charisma with NPCs and encourage them to open up. GameDec currently has over 30 unlockable professions. Again, for purposes of this demo, we picked the path for you. Deduction. Aggregate all clues collected during your investigation in your current case, and it helps you navigate towards a conclusion. The important thing is, there is no fail state of the matter. Revelations you find can present moral dilemmas, just like real life. Codex. Functions similarly to deduction as it is also an archive. Unlike deduction, the codex collects information between all the cases you have started and or solved. You can come back to the codex at any time to get more data. We did our best to serve you the best version of the game as possible due to this build's work-in-progress nature. You may encounter some bugs. If this happens, we would appreciate it if you would contact us. It's time to solve your first case. Good luck. meet with Urza near the Yeti's coming bar. Look at that, we can move by pointing and clicking. Alright, well, let's see what we've got. Deduction. We have deduced nothing, as we have no data. We have L pills. Not available in demo, not available in demo. Ah, well that is interesting. Professions. Right, these have been chosen for us. Ah, it's just going to say not available in demo rather than giving us an idea. Okay, so we have 1 point in anarchy. Corporations rule the world. There is nothing to gain by fighting, arguing, or fighting with it. Because to a large extent, they stabilize situations in the world. Fighting corporations is to undermine the foundation of the civilization. You understand the state building role of these BIMOS and think that it is not worth to say, as they say, piss in the wind. Interesting. I mean, I'm assuming that's anarchy because that is what that symbol usually recommends. Indeed, a Shadowrun vibe. This game is based on a series of books by a Polish author whose name I cannot remember off the top of my head. I have not read them. I do not know enough about this. I don't know what that is. A fishtail? Corporations make money rule the world. Only those problems that are profitable to be solved are worked out. Only those diseases that are profitable to heal are treated. Everything has to be paid for, because profit is the only religion of syndicates. You don't agree with the order of things, and although you know that fighting is futile, wherever it is possible, you have a rebel attitude. Interesting. I wonder if that changes whether the description changes as you get more points. Because those two seem flipped for some reason. Empathy, listening, trust, compassion, amicability, service, pacifism, education. Rules, calm, loneliness, caution, logic, facts, discretion, accuracy. So, puzzle solving? I don't know what you would call those. Heart? Puzzle solving? Ideas? You have inspiration, spontaneity, optimism, verbosity, energy, expression, atmosphere, and intuition. And then determination, authority, sincerity, indifference, impatience, specifics, selfishness, and target. And what have we got? Scalpel. You're skilled at communicating with med machines, stopping hemorrhaging, and stabilizing the wounded. You know your way around medical equipment and can recognize the symptoms of numerous life-threatening diseases and conditions. You don't panic when someone blacks out, and you know how to perform CPR. You are a paramedic. Also got sensory surgeon. You know the human body inside out. You know how young in and young out enzyme works. Med machines follow your every command. If you're dealing with someone who's hurt, they will survive. You're able to assess the condition of someone's health just by looking at them. A corpse holds no secrets from you. Based on the book by M.M. Przewslik. Ah, thank you very much for finding the name and making me mispronounce it entirely. If you want me to mispronounce your name, just say so. I will put it in chat. I will mispronounce your name just as badly. Molecular scripter. Mole. You can subtly alter someone's mind using inception techniques. Knowing brain functions, understanding how AR devices scattered around Relium work, you have the power over your interlocutor's brain. This power applies only to people using glasses or lenses. Alright. And then possibly we'll get that. We require 10 heart to get that. Not available in demo. Alright, so it looks like these are the only ones we're going to get. That is a shame. But look, it appears there's separate paths you can go down. More doctory things. Well. Wow. Captain, the case can't be this long. It is gone. The man was shot by a beacon. All due respect, sir. These beacons don't make that mistake. Well, this one did. If that's true. Do you realise what kind of position that puts us in? Look, we have a conversation. We can talk to these people. Presumably, they won't let us through until we've told them. Arrest the beacon. Yes. was just thinking, I wonder if it's like a Prothean beacon or some such, seeing as Mass Effect is in there right now. Just looking. Can't rotate the camera in anyway, so we're fixed on this view. That's fine. I mean, I would like to be able to spin around and possibly have a look. Can't even zoom in or out, or at least not according to what I've been pushing. Nope, just interaction choices, movement speed. Alright, okay, so you can change walk and run. Fine. Alright, let's go talk to this person and tell them to arrest the beacon. As we, GameDec, deal with this. Captain Palisades. Cornelia. This man, this Ezraione, was that his name? Yes, Ezraione. He's dead. Nothing will change that. Oh no, we won't meet with Ezra. Understand, Captain. What you need to understand is that closing cases like this reflect badly on our organisation. Objective failed. Well, okay. Guess we can't meet this person then. That's neither your business nor responsibility, Sergeant Delia. The man was interrupted by a voice coming over the communicator. Captain, there's a doctor here. His name's Max, and he wants to... What? We don't need that dipshit. Here, Sergeant. Here? Sergeant Delia. We'll return to this later. Indeed. Objectives will be failed all over the place. At least we can go down to this nightclub down here. I'm coming, Rammer. No, the outranger looks at me angrily. We don't let civilians in here. Move along, please. So, I cannot invoke the law. I can't threaten them. I can't vet her. Presumably that's not veterinarian. Perhaps I should just leave. You have an objective. Get to the crime scene. No, apparently I can't walk past this red force field. There doesn't appear to be anything over here. Can I get in this thing? Nope. Looks like I have to talk to you. Alright, let's ask about Ezra. Let's just say, hey, not only was I meant to meet with this victim, I am a GameDec. But we'll ask about Ezra first of all. You mentioned her name. Ezraione. And there we go. That is what I look like, apparently. I understand there is customization in the actual game itself, but not in the demo. She looks at me concerned. Did you know the deceased? Well, I mean, only in that so far as it was up on my objective list. I don't know anything else about what I might know about them, but I guess I can confirm it and say, yeah, I was meant to meet them. Yes. Well, it's annoying that you can't just click anywhere to continue. I'm very sorry. We're investigating the circumstances of his death. If you're a family member, we'll keep you posted. Not available. Vets. Leave. Other. I'm a GameDec. I'm a GameDec. What do I care? She paused. Watched me for a while. Hey, you're the one who got this kid out. Who was he? Son of some BWI big shot? I've heard good things about you. You can come in. Look at that! Do you see I completed an objective? I am the best at this game. So find out how he died, learn about the hypotheses of Ezra's death. Woo! Alright. Hey, Sergeant Delia, tell me more. The outranger frantically flips through the data on the infolio. She didn't pay attention to me. Oh, it's you. What do you need? Tell me about your unit. Who do you work for? You flew here with an entire unit. Is there anything I should know about, apart from the beacon that shot up places? Won't call us a unit yet. We still need to work some things out. I'm not sure we ever will. So far, it's a group of mavericks. The drone operator is a small kid and a crazy expensive jet skin. The captain struggles with his own demons, and then there's Tancred. Well, I mean, we can't ask about Tancred for some reason, but tell me about the captain's demons. What do you mean when you said that the captain struggles with his own demons? Oh. Oh, look at those codex entries. Oh, let's keep this between you and me, but he's been acting real weird. Work used to mean the most important thing for him, but now? Just a hunch, but he seems as though he's struggling between his duty and emotions. No, not like that. He seems conflicted between service and family. Maybe wrong. I'm not a telepath. Either way, something's eating at him, and it's sad. Alright, tell me about this drone operator then. Apparently we're never going to learn about Tancred. Drone operator is using an expensive Jensen, huh? Can Outranger even use those? I can. It's actually safer that way. Yes, it's terribly expensive. I've never seen one like it before. I'll send you an article. Alright. Did you? Right, yes. Awesome. Let's have a look. L pills, still nothing. Mobriums? Alright. Not available in demo. Alright, well, that's disappointing. Ah, there we go. So for some reason when you opened it opened it on that thing. Within the thing. Within the Relium. Right? Or no, that was under technologies. No. Interesting why it opened on that. Never mind. Anything in here? Continue investigating. Characters or organizations. Let's look at the characters. Oh, here we go. Bitten. A tragic accident happened today on the other side of the ABBs. A man had been bitten by an unidentified arthropod during a routine Outranger patrol. When the rescue team arrived, Dr. Samuel Fu, who made the dramatic decision to decapitate the patient, who turned out to be a civilian. Unconfirmed sources claim that the man, Michael S., didn't have the required pheromone implants to protect the Outrangers against mutated fauna. The same sources suggest the victim was closely related to Captain Barnaba B., the commander of the ill-fated patrol. Captain has initiated court proceedings regarding the decapitation of Michael S. The trespassing of ABB by an unvaccinated civilian will be, to quote Harold Orion, the Outranger spokesman, investigated internally. Stay tuned for sports and e-news. Don't go anywhere. Warsaw City Morning News, 0202-2199. Thank you. Matilda Aslakasan? Alright, well. And this... Embezzlement in the Outrangers. What's the story, honey? A hot little piece of gossip about the Toads. The Outrangers, I love it. And it's a romance. You're joking. A virtual one. No way. Oh yes. And on top of that, some embezzlement. Tell me, I'm shaking. So there's this captain. Let's call him B. You don't want to deal with court slander suits and all that. Right, how about Bob? Do you like Bob? Bob is fine. So, Bob has a lover. Outranger Bob found love. This is so romantic. And so this lover of his, let's call him M. Martin. Martin is. So Martin has owned it. And has left. All he has left is his head. Even less, actually. Poor guy. He had an accident. Can't tell you more or they'll fire me. That's fine, honey. So as you can imagine, this head is basically cared for, nursed. It's a lot of work. Basically a full-time job. Plus it costs a fortune. Right? And our captain got this money somehow. Was his salary not enough? According to estimates provided by various gossipers, the captain's Outranger salary may not be sufficient to cope with such a burden. Plus, recently, Martin, was moved to a Netrium, minus the head. That's even more expensive. It's getting interesting. Right? The captain guy has always had an impeccable reputation. He is a decorated and respected disciplinarian. And suddenly, a lot of Ouranger's weaponry and some augmented armor disappears from their storage. You know, this kind of equipment is rarely sought after by all kinds of mercenaries, and these people pay well. Maybe someone broke in? Maybe. But you see, the Netrium, poor Martin, the captain's sudden wealth. Then, such a coincidence. Oh, Shiva, I'd love to find the truth, but without it, all we've got left is gossip, right? Gossip and comments. Hanna-Barbera and Jasmine Hoax. Hanna-Barbera, not Hanna-Barbera. Oh, well, that's interesting. And then it might open to where you last had it open. I mean, there's an easy way to find that out. Indeed it does. But I mean, I didn't click on technology before, so why would it open to technology when I first boot up the game? Right, continue investigation to gain more information. But there's 2 locked things, so I assume I can find those, and I've got all of the things I can find about this captain. No data to make deductions on. Oh, but there was. There we go, organizations. Outrangers. Not available in demo. Oh, but I want the gossip on them. Alright. Well, we'll go back there. Alright. That's interesting. So the captain is dealing with his demons, but then somebody else got a fancy, expensive gen skin. Alright. Alright, I've asked about the people, about who you work for. Tell me more about yourself. Name is Cornelia Delia. Quite peculiar. What's it to you, pal? I didn't choose my name, or my surname. It's from Rejuvenation era. I guess it's fine. I hate Cornelia. It was my grandma's name anyway, so I don't want to talk about it. Or, it was my grandma's name. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it. So, tell me about Ezra's death. Ezra Oni's death. What's your hypothesis? Why? Did you hear the story of the captain is trying to push down our shows? That beacon bullshit? Is the captain obstructing the information, or ask why it's bullshit? I think we need to know more about why. Let's not go heavy into accusations just yet. Why do you think it's bullshit? Because it doesn't add up. And even if, I can't stress this enough, even if it did, it would be damn harmful to us. I'm more interested in knowing why it doesn't add up yet, rather than why it is harmful. What exactly doesn't add up about that hypothesis? Well, for one, the beacon's logs are empty, and of course the report doesn't even mention this. Oh, okay. So now we've got... Alright, so... Tell me what you think about it. So what do you think, Em? He was shot, that's certain, but not by a beacon. A human did this. Alright. And that's 1 of 3. Can I talk to you again? Excuse me? No. Okay. We've exhausted all of that conversation. And we can't go back again, which is good. I like that there are consequences to choices of conversation. That you can't always just go back and exhaust a dialogue tree. Because you don't do that in the real world. Anyway, what deduction have we got? Gunshot hypothesis. That's all we've got. Somebody shot Ezra while he was hanging around near Yeti's coming. Ezra shot himself. It sounds horrible, but shooting yourself in the heart is the easiest way to commit suicide. Regarding the murderer weapon, probably fell into the Undercity. Or no one shot anyone. I don't believe this story about Ezra being shot. I don't want to choose either of those right now. I want to gather more data so that I can work out what's going on with the deductions. And there's a lot of other no data things. I assume that all of these can be linked to get to the end. Alright, well, let's wander around, let's see what we can find. What are you? Okay, can you tell us what you're doing? I'm inspecting the MCC beacon. So you need to move your hands like this. Will you remember that, Mac? Yeah, it's similar to opening a window. And how's the inspection going? The beacon's broken. Beacon looked like a random hookup after 16 hours in bed. Useless. Okay. Is that good, Martin? I can use a different approach with this junk. Leave it to the script writer, my dear. But you're killing it. I'm sorry, but I can't. Beat it, dickhead. Presumably that's me. Again with this flying therapeutical thing. Better than your Hollow movies, arsehole. Right, let's go, Mac. We'll come back when it gets down. I wonder if I could have interrupted this conversation. Oh, okay, so it opens up to the thing that you have just learned. The end of the 22nd century. Contemporary times. Professor, if you were to discuss the most important characteristics of our time and contemporary technology, what would you talk about? First of all, about rebellion of nature. We're living in cities, cages that separate from the aggressive ecosystem of the by ABP barriers. Without them, we would be doomed. That's the first component. What about other ones? Anti-G technology. The only thing that lets the towers be so tall and the walkways between them so dense. And of course, the fact that freight and human transport is done only by air. What else? I'm not really sure. Perhaps Virtualia? Hundreds of thousands of games and hundreds of millions of players. It's the kind of escapism from the late 22nd century. A lot of people pretty much live online. Are you talking about Zonets? They have no choice, or at least they didn't until the first Mobriums were made. Oh, because of the brain, right, yeah. I'm talking about the players, who seem to consciously choose a life online and neglect their existence in Relium. Is that all? Or the major things, I think, yes. What historical events determine the current reality? Probably the ones no one remembers today, which are rebellion of nature in the late 2070s, the start of the information era around the same time, which produced a ban on recording information on material carriers, development of the ABB barriers, the establishment of Mutation Control Center and the Outranger organization. This is all about the same time, right? Yes, the late 70s. And then we had the Great Temporal Crash of 2120. It was most likely in the year because de facto, yes, though we're not quite certain of the year because everyone was sick with TRIT. Let's remind our viewers that that name is short for Time Recognition Impairment Disease, caused by the RAC5 virus. The pandemic caused people to lose track of time and the ability to identify what was when. It led to chaos, rioting, millions of victims. Then came the era. Yes, the rejuvenation era. That's what everybody said. Excuse my language. Screw it all. We had a cultural rejuvenation. The most characteristic thing about those times was the first and last name revolution, driven by Jenglish, Global English, which was on the rise at the time. Since they were living more in city countries than actual countries, the citizens of Earth decided to create new last names, new object names, and started to dress like they wanted to, not as dictated by current fashions. Today you can hear about Miss Lilith Ernell in Intersex commercials or watch a reality show with Torquil Amor and Pauline Im. Before the Revolution era, the names of Im and Amor didn't exist. But so what? Anybody can make up a name and call themselves whatever they want. That's got nothing to do with... Alright. Well, whatever. But anyway, Professor. Those are ancient events. The rejuvenation era was 80 years ago. Has nothing happened since then? No, not too much. Though perhaps the accelerated technological development. What about emigration to Gaia? We have the first terraformed planet in the Sigma Draconis system. Right, I forgot all about it. Forgot, Professor? I also forgot about the BOB technology. That was certainly a breakthrough. It makes people immortal. Only the richest people. Well, the upper middle class. This is the reason why there are more demonstrations, especially in the lower layers of the polis. What about Pygmalion technology, human creation? It seems that we are living in times so complex that there is no way to cover everything in a single conversation. To know more, episode 854. Host, Matilda Rilm, Professor Gustav Tannhauser. Now that... where is it? The disease. TRID. Time recognition impairment disease. That would be horrible. Indeed, before the year 10,000 BC, the name Richard didn't exist. I mean... I mean, there's got to have been a point when, I mean, language didn't exist, so there were times when nothing was named. So, But anyway, time recognition impairment disease would be... Oh, how would you deal with that? Because it'd be, when did I suppose you could tell when you last went to sleep by how tired you were, when you last ate by how hungry you were. And I guess you could measure time based on the growth of beard or hair? But not being able to tell, you've got to have been able to tell some basics of time by light and dark. You might not be able to remember, yesterday I did thing A, but you could tell, now it is day. So it is day, so I should be going to work, or whatever. Just take it one day at a time. I like that. But yeah, that would cause... Not being able to tell time, that would cause huge disruption to things. Would you be able to maintain a relationship with a person? If you both had the disease, then I guess you would both be annoyed at the other one because, oh, I took out the garbage last time. No, you didn't. That was months ago. Who knows? What have we got in this sticky trash can? This garbage looks disgusting. When I get closer to it, the stench hits my nostrils, which immediately makes my throat swell. I had to suppress my gag reflex. Do we search the sticky trash can? I mean, you gotta look in the sticky trash can, because, I mean, where else would you throw a gun? Or, I mean, you could throw a gun in there, or murder weapon. Inside the can, try not to touch the sticky edges. I failed. Just below the top layer, I reached some sticky liquid, probably the same stuff that ran down the side of the bin. Why would I not reach deeper at this point? Plunge my hand deeper, pushing through the thing I don't want to picture. The tips of my fingers finally reach a warm metal object. Do I give up at this point, or do I take the object? Depends on interest. I remember 5 minutes elemento. Just can't tell what day it is. More information needed. Yeah. That is a good point. Pull out a metal box and wipe some slime off. It was a Medbot battery that got me interested. Ah. When I press leave, I shouldn't also need to press end, because I pressed leave, which is the end of a conversation. Didn't remember such paralysing stenches. I didn't remember such paralysing stenches existed. It felt like a sticky cloth wrapped around me. I wanted to shake it off. I didn't realise that such paralysing stenches existed. Can you remember? Alright. Anyway. Hey there, Sergeant Brute. I don't think we've heard anything about you, unless that's a gen skin. I don't know. Let's talk. Ooh. Look. There are things. Fabio Behemoth. Don't know what that means. A virtual projection of a bird perched on the... Ah! So this is a Mobrium. Mobrium, yeah. Charlotte started me with its huge black eyes while sharpening its claws. Hey moron, my name is Fabio, because I'm fucking fabulous. Alright. Can't do any of those, so we'll leave. No, that dual mask. Alright, nothing exciting there. Oh wait, I can go back again? No, I can't go back again. There's nothing further. Alright, well. Ooh, graffiti. Sidewalk graffiti is not a common sight. This one was made with permanent paint, so the colours stay vivid, despite attempts at heavy cleaning. Let's take a closer look. The end of iteration is near. Was it really? Nope, we're going to keep looking at this iteration. Mixed suit, drone, robot, android, who knows? If you shake someone's hand, will they comment on your yucky hand? That would be nice to say. And, I mean, I think there's a human head in there, given what we've read in the thing. I think it's a suit with a head in it. Or a robot with a head in there. Here's another trash can I could stick my hand into. No? Mac Boar. These are the two people. And Martin32. I love pierogies. Oh, okay. Well, that must be your online name. Ooh. Thanks for showing me all those ads. Alright, let's look through the let's look at the advertising drone. Walk to the edge of the sidewalk. It was a good place for an ad drone to spot me. Yeah, cyborg, that is. I don't know. I guess you would call it is it a cyborg, or is it just some sort of giant transportation suit? Because it doesn't look like it's trying to... Maybe the head is in the head place? If the head was stored in, say, the foot, would it still be a cyborg? Because it doesn't conform to the idea of where the head would be. It's just sort of a transportation device for the head, rather than trying to look like a human, as I would expect most cyborgs to do, to replace parts of a person. But anyway, let's have a look at these ads. Bored with existence? Not getting enough sunlight in lower levels? Treat yourself to a trip on the Ecolologs biostates and enjoy the warm sunshine for an entire day. The biostates are located within APBs. Eat natural meals, touch natural materials, discover exotic art flora. The ecologist biostates are not responsible for any complications caused by intense contact with nature. Afraid? Learn more on our website. Ooh. Well, do I want to take the drone apart to gain access to its resources, or do I want to analyze what's happening there? Let's have some resources and see what happens. No, drone, I need to use your resources. I'm mined by advert politics. I cannot give you subsystem access to unauthorized persons. Would you like to gain access to advertising drones and immerse yourself in the world of marketing? It's time for change. It's time to take the courses prepared by the Way Down. Social happiness controls that reshape your life. No, stop talking displays message. Way Down Corporation does not guarantee a refund in the event of a rejected application. Due to inadequate does not guarantee a refund due to rejection due to inadequate psychophysical predisposition or past conflicts with the law. Please read the terms and conditions on our website. Alright. Presume these are different professions that you can use, but can't use them. So let's analyze you then. It was a standard advertising drone. Even though it operated in the lowest layers of Warsaw, it was in good shape. In between ads, I noticed the base of a diginet I once met. Alright, let's tune into the diginet. Hey, I know you're watching me. Greetings, GameDec. Actually, I'm watching someone else. I don't know who you are. You must be somebody from an earlier case, I guess. Side effects may include death, life, and other. You can't have death, life, and other. It's got to be death, life, or other, surely. Who are you watching? I'll deduce what happened here myself through my amazing detective powers. If you're not following me, then who? That handsome outranger. Ever since I regained my freedom, I like to watch different men. Honey Bunny is sweet and all, but so are others. Okay. So you were trapped inside a digital net or something? Or a digital game? Consciousness trapped inside? And now that you're free to do whatever you want to look at other people? Ask if you saw what happened here. Did you see what happened here? I mean, you know, how that guy died. You know that I don't perceive the world the same way others do. I don't really understand it. It's unclear to me what happened here. Ah, so you're some sort of, like a virtual assistant sort of thing, which has been set free, so you have your own consciousness, maybe? Alright. The answer is in another drone. It was as if the man fell from the sky. Or more like, I can't explain it. The taste of cherries? The grayness of dying? I don't know. Can you get me access to the drone? I could use access to the drone. Could you? Anything for you, GameDec. Here you go. Okay. What does that give me? Now that I have access to the drone. A local app provider on the global market, or a Sith ID game type or something you fucking... Okay. Alright. Well, I don't know what to do with that information. Let's go and talk to these people. Let's talk to Martin 32. Guy skinny, wore massive glasses with a secondary active pair on his neck, showing brightly digital lenses in his eyes. So has he got secondary eyes or secondary glasses? Presumably glasses. Yeah? He kept looking around impatiently, as if looking for something beautiful, ugly, sensational, inspiration? That. I don't know. Yes, I am that famous director. No, I don't have a role for you, though. Visually, you'd fit right in. Only important stuff, please. I'm busy. I'm very tempted to just make small talk about art and weather right now. That is, looking for pre-orgies. Yes, that could be what it says. Small talk. Darkness, rain. The ruins of Warsaw Blast. Great setting for a horror movie, right? Damn right. Didn't have to change anything, really. But it's always been that way. The story. The story matters more than the scenery. Effects, animation, makeup. It's been easy to get that stuff done for so long. The damn AIs can handle it. You have a shortage of stories that don't tickle some vain instinct, but move you to the core. Dialogues, characters. That's what I'm after. Alright, well, how long have you been here then? How long have you been here? Well, still, should have come sooner. They say some guy fell from the sky. That's what I heard, at least. That's why we're here, actually. Guy falls from the sky. Rangers arrive. Mac and I receive word to come to. Well, there's two people who have suggested that they have fallen from the sky. I'm gonna have to pay attention to that. Pierogies are a type of dumpling, are they? Oh, pierogies. Yes. I have never had a pierogi. I indeed have heard the name and seen it somewhere in some cultural thing, but I've forgotten about that. Alright, so what happened here? This big green mobrium and the Outranger inside it. Can you tell me something about her? Tancred. Aha, so that's what it is. Tancred. Fascinating story. It makes for a great Hollywood movie. We're getting ready to film a feature on her. That's why we're here. Problem is, she has therapeutic programs that act upon feeling strong emotions. Then she becomes hard to talk to. Well, I wonder if we could interfere with those to help you. But I don't know why we'd want to right now. Alright, what kind of codex information did we gain? Martin 32. Filming the filmmakers. First question for our guest. The controversial director known as Martin 32. Forgive me, I cannot pronounce his full name. Martin? Yes. Are you ready for a flurry of questions? Always. Is it to review like Pierogi? I love Pierogi. What is your best film? How I Unleashed the Second Media War. The worst one. The one that is yet to be made. What do you love? Mobriums. What do you hate? Despicable when inanimate objects try to imitate people. You never made a hollow movie with digital actors. Ganesha forbid. What do you strive for? Perfection. Your biggest blunder. Let me think. Oh, I've got it. Nahum Stein, lead actor in Stars in Stars. Caster in a suit whose middle layer would have non-Newtonian liquid, which is the kind of liquid that solidifies on impact. That day we were going to shoot a scene where Jessica Ban punches him in the stomach. She's a powerful woman. So what happened? The night before, Nahum was showing off at a bar wearing the exact same suit that he had borrowed from Jasmine, our costume designer, without my knowledge, and very secretively. He was so wasted that you couldn't see the leaks from some of his stomach pockets. I think I know where this is going. We started shooting. Jessica hit him, and he bent over and spat blood. The crew was panic-struck. A doctor with a medibot was on site. Always have one when we shoot violent scenes. The robot put some pipe in his mouth, stitched something up, and at the end of the scene looked so good it was actually better off than all of Stars and Stars. In fact, it's in the extras, and we made more from that than from the hollow movie. So it wasn't really a blunder? No, not really. Anyway, I realised then how fragile life was. Filming the Filmmakers by Sandra Tex. Black Betty, Ramadan. Yes, you could make horrible jokes like that all the way through. Alright, and who are you, Macbor? Oh, Black Betty, Ramadan. Whatever. It's a gynoid, a humanoid resembling a woman. Green lips and green makeup. Hard to say if she was real or illusory. No, she was posing for a micro camera. I couldn't see the device, so I couldn't say for sure. A mechanical face expressive seductive contemplation as she arched and curved her figure. Ah, if you ask who she is, she's going to be all offended, isn't she? Alright, Model Mac, who are you? I don't know you. I don't follow pop culture. Who are you, anyway? Don't you know me? How embarrassing. Macbor, actress, and the first model to pose in a more... Mobrium. I thought my fame was... Ugh, never mind. I'm getting ready for a role. We'll be reenacting the story of Tancred, one of the Greens. I hope I do well. Presumably you're not a robot then, but let's ask. Are you a robot? I don't mean to offend you, but I honestly don't know if I'm talking to a robot or a woman using a mobrium, or could you... Excuse me, I'm a human. My brain is sitting in the belly of this beautiful mobrium. I understand your confusion. This one's a Pershel. They're made to order. It kept us my real features. Cool, right? Acting as if she's a robot is racist, species, robotist. I don't know. If you could be anything in the future, why not be... I mean, that is interesting. If we get to the point where we can change just about anything about ourselves, is changing the colour of your skin and trying to be a different thing, is that racist? No, asking if it is. I don't know. I don't know if asking for clarification is racism. But acting like it might be as well, if you're trying to pass. If you didn't have the authentic experiences of growing up like that, and you change your skin tone, or whatever, to match something else that is a different thing, is that, I suppose, is it blacking up? Cultural appropriation? Yeah. Yes, cultural appropriation is a thing, as I think you said that, yeah. I suppose it might be considered that. If everybody has the opportunity to, does that make it right? Probably not. Alright. Tell me about the Outrangers, who obviously you've been following around and trying to get, Tancred's actions down, personality. What do you think about the Outrangers? Interesting question. Till now, I thought they were just nature-loving simpletons that hated technology. But get this, famous troublemaker, Rama Martin of Sydneyland is one of them. That guy knows how to party. See for yourself. She blinked her metal eyelids and sent me a link to an article. Well, let's have a look at this article, shall we? Ugh, I don't like that this starts at halfway down, because that is presumably where I ended the last article. Scandal at the Matins. Speaking of Australian millionaires, did you hear the news about Matins? I didn't, tell me. Youngest, you know him. Rama? Oh, well, no mischief maker, that one. He's only young biologically, though. He got himself a BLB recently. Yes, I know. Not a BLB, but a Mobrium. Why are you not available in demo? But presumably you can click on it and go, yeah, okay, groovy. I like that. Characters, Rama. Here we are. They stopped reproducing to protect themselves against losing their fortune. That's one way to do it. Anyway, picture this. They threw a party at the High Sky Sphere. The largest and highest in Sydneyland, obviously. And wholly owned by the Martins. God, how I'd love to marry one of them. Hang on. The party, right? Drones flying around, champagne for 3,000 credits a bottle, the social creme de la creme. An opera singer? What was her name? Turn? Sophia Turnberg? Yes, her. She's on this hovering anti-G stage. It's like a dream. The music, the applause, and everything. And you have the frames made of actual gold flying around, displaying masterpieces of that painter. Shoot, what was this? What is it with him and me and Namestigate? Emmanuel Rex? That's it. Is that a bit unsettling, right? It looks like reality's passing through each other. It was actually a charity auction. I think they raised money for extending the ABB barriers to areas belonging to Aborigines or something. They should flooded quite a lot of land there, you know. Right. Antibacteria barriers? I don't know what ABB stands for, but that would be interesting. Anyway, now listen. One of the drones that poured champagne was actually controlled by Rama. I hear he's quite tech savvy. It looked like the machine was just flying around, pouring drinks, but it was taking photos and recording the unsuspecting guests. God. And the son of a gun put it all on the screens at one point. Suddenly, the audience see Miss Turnberg's terrible armpit wrinkle. Of course, you know, she's a natural and doesn't do any plastic surgery. With a caption that says, gross. No. And Mr. Rex's ear wrinkle, because, as artists often do, he wants to age with dignity. With his words. You've got to be kidding. The Matins are idiots. They know about much about art as Aborigines do about astronomy. Wow. Wow, racist people be racist. You said that? Seriously? Seriously. That's not all. That's not all. Lady Hamilton. She was there too. Sure she was. And the sneaking bastard Rami recorded her too. First he zoomed in on her nose there, which showed what she had said. What do you think? When will that old fool realise that TJ is cheating on him? Wait, TJ is the wife of Rama's father, Romulus, right? She's cheating on him? According to Lady Hamilton, she is. Those are just 3 of some 20 tasty bits with which Rama treated his guests. He managed to turn everyone against each other. Then, Delia Martin, the family matriarch in charge of the Empire assets and liabilities, told his grandfather to... Wait, how did she put it? Well, the woman basically banished and disinherited him. She said that he had to spend 10 years living like a low-city commoner, deprived of luxuries and exposed to dangers and hardships, or else she'd lose all claims to the fortune. And she banished him from Australia. Banished from Australia. What a turnaround. Oh man, and if he lost 10 years? They'll come back into her favour. You do realise what 10 years without luxuries must mean to a dandy like him. Jokes from down under. Host, Graham, guest, Julia von Snydorf. Anti-bios barrier. Where did you get that from? Did I miss that somewhere in the thing? Or are you guessing as well? Because they call it an ABB barrier. So, I mean, if they call it an ABB barrier, then they've got barrier in there twice. GameDec things on GOG. Aha, nice. I should also point out, as I wanted to do, because this is part of what I want to do with limited time offer, free games! Free games! At the moment, Control is being given away on the Epic Store for free during their big sale event. Which, you know, is fun and interesting. And Control is a great game. I recommend you get that, whether you get it on Epic or not, because you don't support Epic's business model. That's up to you, but Control is a great game, and I thoroughly enjoyed playing it. And GOG at the moment are giving away Hellpoint, which is, I haven't really looked at. It's some sort of RPG-ish type thing with demonish overtones. You got Control already, and you paid for it, as did I. I paid for it as well. And is it this month? I think it's this month. I got another copy of Control in the Humble Choice bundle thing that they do, that I am subscribed to. And I could also pick it up on Epic as well, so I could have like 3 or 4 different versions of it, if I really wanted to. Okay, we got something about Ramamatan. I mean, we could go back, possibly, and talk to Ramamatan. But let's finish our conversation. Now that we've stopped looking at, you know, the article you just sent me, which probably only took a few seconds to glance at, but hey, did you see anything about Ezra's death? Yep, I agree. You don't get that bundle, just aren't enough games I want. I wanted to see what it was like, so I bought a year subscription to it. And I get 20% off anything, or up to 20% off things that I buy from Humble Bundle, so I figure I am actually making back the money that I spent on the bundle. And if not, I mean, I can give away those games free here on this channel as promotion if I really wanted to. Which, you know, I might do eventually. Anyway, ask about Ezra's death. I mean, because that guy's death? Did you see? Do you know anything? No. Martin told me something cool was happening in Los Angeles, and that I could research for my role, so we came. Poor guy was already dead. Alright, well, thanks for that. Let's continue going around here. Oh, hello. MCC boy. Mutation Control Center Beacon. Ah. What a zeitgeist. An AI-equipped guard that protects us from mutated plants and animals. Hack it. Not available in demo. Alright. I want to leave. No? Okay. Well, let's go on. Alright, this has got to be the docks around here. Fascinating. The last thing I need. Pack you, son of a bitch! Get the F out of here! Calm down, sir. I need to do a scan. Why not decapitate him while you're at it? You're good at that, aren't you? Yeah, we read about it. Mr. Basilides. It was a long time ago. I'll just wait for the medibus to finish the scan, and then I'm gone. Scan a corpse? Why the fuck would you want to do that? It's standard procedure. Yeah, what were your procedures when you were diagnosing Michael? Is it Michael? No, that might be Michelle. Where were your medibots then? Leave the machine alone, man. Oh! Do you know how much it's worth? I don't fucking care. Alright, I thought it was just gonna be care. Oh, look at everybody else wandering around. Okay. Apparently I can talk to the corpse. Talk to Lieutenant Vera. Well, let's make sure you're not going to disappear off the scene. Hey, come back here. Oh no, you're just coming over here to stop. Alright. And the other ones? Oh, wait, now I can look at this. Damaged MCC beacon. Malfunctioning MCC beacon has been dragged down to the pavement and was clumsily swaying in the drift dirt. Yeah, let's check everything before we remove the batteries. So, check technical specifications. Long-range scanners, high-quality cameras, microphones, quantum noses, capable of differentiating 4 trillion smells. Check technical specifications. Laser gun with adjustable power and caliber. In a nutshell, a must-have in every household. Check the technical name. Open the device. The beacon's technical name was 07047 MCC 723627 Tank JR. Alright, check gun registry. Open up the window that monitored gun functions and started looking through the data. The last shot was registered the week before, aimed at a rat climbing up a nearby tower. The rodent was hit. fell off the wall and did not return. The beacon's gun hadn't fired once since then. Well, I mean, I'd like to check to see how many bullets are missing from its gun then. No, okay, that's exactly the same thing. So let's not remove the battery just yet. Have you got anything more to say, Sergeant Brute? No. Hey, stop wandering around. Oh, there you are. Is that Sergeant Dealey? Yes? Nothing more to say? Alright, okay. Fine. Oh, what have we got here? Look at the Beowulf transport. Look at the trash can. Let's look at the trash can. Garbage can was a fixed plastic concrete, as if it was saying, I'll stay here forever. Let's search it. Put my arm deep inside the seawell. Some leftovers from overcooked dumplings stuck to my sleeve. Not only did I not find anything useful, but the wet dough left a greasy stain and a bad smell. Alright. Well, I mean, I'm sticking my hand in everything, and I just noticed that thing on your hand that looks kind of like a spider. Wow. Groovy. It's filled with cheap game pill package, disposable drug dispensers, and bottom shelf bottles. Think about whether it's the need for instant gratification. Don't think about it, it's a waste of time. Think about whether trash is a sign of loneliness. Oh, interesting philosophical choice. I think it's more about instant gratification than it is a sign of loneliness. But I don't think it's a waste of time. So let's have a look at instant gratification. People trying to escape the reality surrounding them, hence all the liquor, games and drugs. We run from realism because it hurts us. And we have neither strength nor patience for it. Anywhere is better than the here and now. When you choose to get high, the reality adapts to you. Not the other way around, it's really something. I'm assuming, there we go, yeah, I was going to say, I wonder if it would have added to one of these things. But look, I added 1.2 facts. It's interesting that this does not have a meter like this one does. Alright, well, onwards. Let's look at the Beowulf transport. Beowulf, the Outranger's vehicle. I must have arrived in it. Reach into the trophy case? Why would I? I'm just going to look through the window. Of course not. Yes, you are correct. Outrangers have their quirks. For one, they adore fresh air, so the windows in their vehicles are always open. What a horrible thing to want, fresh air. Also dislike circuitry, so I wasn't surprised to see an ignition slot. The keys were missing though. The driver must have had it. Go on, let's reach into the trophy case with our sticky hands and leave prints everywhere. On the pilot seat, I found a familiar box made of steel. Trophy case. Every kid knows what they look like. The window was slightly lowered, so I managed to reach into the cabin and feel the box with my hand, but it was closed with a latch. I can't open the lock, I can only break the lock. Alright, well I'm going to leave this one up to chat. Do we break in? Or do we leave it so that there's no evidence of our snooping around here? Break it or back away from it? The choice is in your hands. Smash the state. Alright, I think that means break the box. As I tried to open the lid as I did in old horror movies, something clicked, the lights on the box lit up, and the alarm went off. Unauthorized de-encapsulation attempt detected. Warning, possible environmental contamination. Content decontamination procedure immediate inside. Box hissed as if it were making a contact. The indicators lit up, and inside I heard the muffled sound of an explosion coming from the inside. If there was any evidence inside, I must have destroyed it. Well, okay. Interesting. Not available in demo, not available in demo. Alright, okay. Don't know anything about Trophy Gate. But there we go. Evidence is not available in demo. Apparently so. Can I talk to you? Person who is standing here? Yes, it's the captain. Hey, Captain. You I want to talk to. Orbit Man was lodging on the sidewalk, giving the doctor menacing looks. Family, surface. Oh, is this a meter you can push them on, or is this things that you can unlock? Alright, let's introduce ourselves first of all. My name is GameDec. I'm a GameDec! Great name for the demo, guys. Great name for the demo. Just what we needed, a GameDec. Who let you in? Let's talk about the regulations rather than saying nothing and potentially dropping that person in it over there. I'm a GameDec. I have a right to be here. If you have any doubts, check them against the regulations. Who doesn't love losing control of a situation? A wonderful feeling. Oh, I don't have the opportunity to show concern for him now. Oh, alright. Alright. Well, let's ask for access to the body then. Hey there. Can I look at your body, please? No, sorry. I mean, look, the dead one. Not right. You get me? I need access to the body. I'd like to take a look at it. We have more important things to worry about. Say that you've known Ezra. Remind him of his duties. I'm going to remind you of your duties in this. I'm going to push you towards service. Captain, a man has died. It's both of our responsibilities to get to the truth. We must find the cause of the death and matter the consequences. Yeah, see? Pushing you towards service. Don't try to challenge my sense of responsibility, girl. Don't. Alright. I'd also like access to the drone as well as the body. I need to access your drone. Do you now? And I need access to an anti-gravity shower and some good... Gee, you know what, GameDec? I won't get either. No, I'm pushing you towards duty. I don't want to lower it back and get it down again. Take your duty seriously, man. What are you? Are you a... I was going to say a man or a mouse, but that saying A doesn't fit in here, and B, if you're outrangers who are meant to be dealing with biological contaminants, I don't think pointing out that you are a mouse is particularly welcome. I knew a soldier once, funny guy like you. When he put on his uniform, he did what he had to do. He didn't joke around on duty. Hey, we have unlocked service. Outrangers aren't soldiers. Don't trust to pirate people, so don't give me that army battle. Alright. Let's try pushing him before we ask about Ezra's death again. What's the conflict with Pax? This doctor seemed to be very conflicted. I mean, we read about it, but let's get your take on it. That's not it. Clench his fists. The metal parts of his glove creak. You think so? Where do you get this from? Not available in demo. Mention your sources. But I was there. I heard your argument. I'm not going to say nothing, as you might have evidenced from my continual talking on this stream. I heard your argument. Manhunt. Max and I have a history. It's not one with a happy ending. I'd rather he left. Do I just offer assistance? Should I find out why he should leave? Nah, I'm just going to blanket offer assistance to you. Screw it. Maybe I can help you somehow? So it says, you? And how would you do that? Scalpel. So that you can come to an understanding with Banks. Or because I have the scalpel profession. Or do I say that I'm a GameDec? No. Let's say we've got a scalpel. Or let's not say we have a scalpel, because that is, you know, threatening. Hey, I can come to an understanding with him. I'm in the same sort of general profession. I used to dabble in medicine. I think you can find common ground with your problem. Slash. Interesting, but no, you can't help me. Next to the side, I saw a red neon light reflecting in his eyes. By the way, on a completely unrelated note, oh, help Captain Mercedes get rid of the Metabot. There's a Metabot hanging around. It pisses me off. I'd be over the moon if it finally broke down. Huh, I have no idea why I said that. Alright, I'm not going to ask about the history or find out why Pax should leave. I'm just going to ask about the death. I guess he's saying it because, you know, he's pretending he's streaming to people and just says whatever comes into his head at the time. Yeah? Sounds right? I mean, that's exactly what I would do. How did Ezra die? However terrible it may sound, it seems that the MCC beacon mistook him for some kind of bat and fired at him. I'm going to help you, but right now I'm going to ask you whether you're sabotaging the investigation. I'm sorry, Captain, but shouldn't outrangers try to divert suspicion away from the beacon? What are you implying? Yeah, I'm going to accuse you. I think you're deliberately taking the case in a strange direction. That's a serious accusation. You shouldn't make those without strong proof. I assume you don't have any? Yeah, you could be being blackmailed because of all the stuff that we've seen before. You know what? Let's have a look at the deductions. MCC beacon hypothesis. As was flying above low city walkways using an anti-G harness, he was carrying an Elgin that generated an image of membranous wings. An MCC beacon mistook him for a bat and shot him down. Plasma shot doesn't leave much blood because the high temperature scorches the blood vessels. Last couple of days, the last shot was fired from the beacon a couple of days ago. It didn't fire in the last 24 hours. This hypothesis seems too far-fetched, too many facts contradicts it. Beacon's not stupid, they don't shoot people, but somebody could have used one to murder the boy. Beacon shot him on the walkway. Beacon fired at Ezra when he was standing on the walkway. A sad story, starring a faulty MCC beacon and a boy who shouldn't have played with it. We got more data to find, presumably. At the moment, I'm just thinking it's nonsense, however. I'm going to take it to the zoo. We could take it to the zoo at Medibot. Screw it. I'm just going to suggest you're being blackmailed outright. And I think, hey, I think you're being blackmailed by somebody. Someone's blackmailing you. That's the only rational solution, and it's not something I'm just pulling out of my ass. Gave me a harsh look, opened his mouth to say something, but then he stopped, grunted, rubbed his eyes as if deflated. Oh, by all the mutations. I'm so tired. Who is it? Maybe I can help. Maybe I can blackmail them back. Maybe I can send the doctor to them. Who's doing it? Why do they want to blame the outrageous? Leave it, girl. I'm not telling you anything. Alright. I still don't care about PAX enough to inquire more. Before we go and deal with PAX, let's go over here and see if there's anything more. Ah, look. Here we are. Surveillance drone. Police use drones such as these. They scan dangerous and suspicious places. We say they're also able to detect mental constellation characteristics of sociopaths and potential murderers. Interesting. But I don't know. That's good. And here we've got a tourist terminal. Let's find out where we can take the drone. The Medi drone. The old tourist terminal looks ridiculous here. Where are these people supposed to go to? To different polis? To Gaia? Check out the offer. I wonder what piece of junk they can offer people from the lowest layer of the polis. Welcome! Please note that the tourist console belongs to the city Reistic systems. The offer presented by this device is outdated. Feel free to use the hollow screen standing alongside it to get the latest information, including on tourism. Check out the offer. Oh, it's the same offer. Alright, thank you. What did we learn? Oh, this is actually something we learned in technologies. None of these other stuff are available, are they? Nope. Alright. Municipal reistic systems. This is kind of obvious knowledge, but since it's scarce on people, it's not officially mentioned. We're all connected by a network. The devices we use, the things that surround us, everything talks to each other, transmits information. Nothing remains in a vacuum. Walk towers, drones, even street lamps. So to make sure the administration of this mess won't screw up, and will keep everything in check, 3 data encryption protocols have been created. In theory, this makes hacking devices more difficult, but not really. These protocols are derived from one language, because everything is based on Qtong, and pros discovered a simple thing. If you're using the resources of an object using protocol A, you are putting a strain system of devices working in protocol B. If you use B, put a strain on C. If you use C, you dump it on A. Amazing, but that's exactly how it works. Okay. I mean, it's not that simple. Because you're able to hack a specific device, you have to know its codename, which is a completely different matter. So without that knowledge, aforementioned pro tip is pretty useless. However, it is useful to know the following. The NCP protocol, Anita Camo protocol, has a negative effect on the PPS protocol. 3. The PPS protocol, the Patriot Protection System, has a negative effect on the KGS protocol. And the KGS protocol, which is Kangoo Giga Systems, has a negative effect on the NCP protocol. To sum up, give an example. If you want to hack a device running the protocol NCP, you must hack the device running the protocol. Yes? KGC, well done, of course. If you want to hack a device running on the protocol NCP, you must hack the device running in the protocol... Right. In which protocol? So you were asking me a question there. Okay, well done. Of course, as I said above, until you choose what device you want to affect, it won't help you at all. Codenames are complex matters, and if you're smart, you'll find a way to work with it. With what I just gave you. Hacking for real. Chapter Reistics. Rock, paper, scissors. Yes. That is pretty much what I was thinking as well. Hey, we got something else in the realm. We had the end of the 22nd century. Is this... Oh, conversation. No? Right, yeah. Emigration to Gaia. Guess what, Betty? My friend Oma, you know her? She emigrated to Gaia. No kidding. Wasn't she afraid? Wait, it's like 15? 19. 19 light years from Earth. System Sigma Draconis. A lovely, mutation-free, brand new planet. God. Please stop, or I'll buy a ticket myself. Would you get on a transport with 50,000 people on board? I wouldn't. Then you won't go to Gaia, honey. It's the only kind of ship that flies there. Now tell me, does she like it there? Everybody does. New prospects, new worlds. It's almost as if you're starting from scratch. That reminds me, there isn't a single polis there. There isn't? Then where do they live? In mega cities. They're basically huge towers. You know, one tower, one city. They look very elegant. Sounds dreamy. The Morning Show with Betty and Wilma. Betty Rock and William Hernandez. So not Rubble and Flintstone then. Such a shame. I mean, not to think ill of what's going on here, but 50,000 people crammed into a ship, flying off to another system. Are we sure they're actually making it there? I mean, and how would you know? If it's 19 light years away, presumably they've got technology that allows them to transmit messages backwards and forwards faster than the speed of light. Otherwise it would take 19 years to get there. Alright, you're the captain again, right? Yep. Who are you down here? Operator Matan. Oh! Oh! You! Destroy the Medibot. Well, alright, let's talk to Operator Matan first of all. He winks and waves at me. Oh, and waved at me to stop as I approached. Babe, I get the people from around here are poor, but make sure you've showered before coming close to me. Oh, it's because I've been digging in garbage. Or at least I assume it's because I've been digging in garbage. Alright, and he has indeed got bat wings on. Alright, let's look at your bat wings. Let's talk to the corpse. Outranger was leaning over Ezra's body. He was pale and clearly disgusted. I'm just going to examine it. I don't care about... You're wearing a Hawaiian shirt underneath all the armour. That's... bold choice. I leaned in to get a closer look at the body. When I reached towards it, an outranger grabbed my hand. Keep your hands to yourself, civilian. This is a crime scene. Move along and let us do our job. Alright then. Give me access. I demand it now. Gain access to the body. Is there a way I can convince you to let me examine this body? Did you hit your head or something? It's a corpse. I'm an officer on duty. Ever heard of regulations? Want me to face disciplinary actions? Can't threaten you, I can't appeal to your empathy, sorry. I can't invoke the law, because I don't have those things, because this is the demo, so let's try offering you a favour. Everybody needs something, right? I'm a GameDec. If you let me see the body, I can do something for you. Oh, that changes everything. In that case, I've got a quest for you. You need to go to the 100-acre wood and get me 3 ant acorns. What sounded really dirty? Oh, I could do something for you. Of course he's kidding. But... let's ask which game it is. I mean, the 100-acre wood is Winnie the Pooh. Christopher Robin. And A.A. Milne. So, let's ask which game. 100-acre wood? What game? I haven't heard of it. Then you will discover on your own, traveller. Now go, begin the search. Godspeed. Fuck me, this idiot's getting better by the day. Time to go back to the jungle. I'm gonna ask for access again. No. Alright. I don't think I'm gonna get access to this body. I haven't found a third hypothesis. Alright, hey, Doc. Medibot, can you shower me? Oh, your battery's almost dead. Molecular scripter, take control of it. The Medibot, better on the healthcare service. They say doctors became obsolete because these things could easily replace humans. So, I could take control as a molecular scripter. I could damage it, I could leave, or I could inspect it. Let's inspect it. The device has 2 multi-joint limbs. Certainly had some more manipulators up to its sleeves as well. Information panels kept flashing on the lid. It was a clunky old model, sturdy and trustworthy. Oh, I can hack. Oh wait, can I not hack it? No, that's not coming up. They just not available in the demo. This particular option on this particular thing. Interesting. Let's get a screenshot, just so we can send that off. Alright, so let's leave it for right now. Don't want to damage it, don't want to do anything to it. Let's talk to Dr. Pax. Man cursed under his breath and repeatedly tried to pull out the smoke with his trembling hands. Cigarette fell to the ground. Ugh! He glared at the soaking wet tobacco as if deliberating whether it was worth picking up. He shrugged, pulled out another cigarette. He only noticed fuck all of this. He only noticed me once he lit up and inhaled deeply. Then he sent me a quizzical glance. Hey, I don't care about you. Tell me about Ezra's death. You just giving me the same stuff again? Alright, I have a few questions and I wanted... Let's raise his hands. He took a pack of real nicotine cigarettes out of his pocket. From another, he recovered the lighter engraved with a Skepelese cane. Oh, the entwining serpents? He ended up lazy and took the smoke in, tasting it. I'm burning to help. Sadly, my phone is being doused by a certain problem. Hideous toad is roaming around here, interrupting my work. Ah, so... Right, so I've got a choice. Do I help the doctor or do I help the captain? Well, 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 well. I'm going to ask for help again. Understand, but I'd still like to... I can't help you until I have my problems under control, understand? What comes first, then I can play a good Samaritan. Well, you know, I've already agreed to damage the Medibot. And I don't really feel like going back on my word. So I think I'm just going to smash it up. I'm not even going to bother to try and take control. I'm just going to damage it outright. No matter what, pillar of the healthcare, they say dogs. Right. Not available in there, destroy main wiring. I'm just going to punch it. Ah! Got my hand into a fist and punched the shielding when it shook to be the weakest. The camera gave me a puzzled look. I didn't even make it stretch. I need an augmented armor to do any damage to this damn thing, just by punching it. I had to come up with something else. It pisses me off sometimes, really. But punching it. Alright, I'm going to take control of it then, I guess. Took on, I walked out, connected to the device and transferred my license number. The Medibot blinked and confirmed it was in control. Alright, I'll damage it now. Oh no, I can't do it like that. So, take control. You following me? Hey, can I crash you into the other drone? Or via tank red with information? Why would I want to bombard tank red with information? I mean, it's certainly a thing I can do, but I don't want to do that just now. Not unless I make him smash this stuff. No, you've got nothing going on there. I can't get you to destroy it in a rage, you know, so you can practice it. Ooh. Right, so I could remove the battery here and plug it into this one. Don't know why I'd want to. I could do that. Hey, Sergeant Brute. Duck, right? If I can wait up, that's the best you can do, and that's it. Hey, geez, where are you? Here you are. What is it? No, I don't want to inquire about packs. I don't want to do a medical scan of the body. It's alright, let's... Ah, you! No, I can't get you to shoot the thing either. Alright, well the only new option that's come up is bombard tank red with information. I think that's the possible way I'd fix a sequence that might order tank red's emotional state. Oh! Oh, this is to... not for that. Alright, let's use the positive set. I confirm the set of ads to direct the signal straight to tank red's brain. Alright, let's go and talk to tank red now. You should be all positive now. No? Can I have access to the beacon? I'd like to take a look at the beacon. Is it okay? CCTV beacons are seriously in scanners, weapons AI. You have to be authorized to tinker with it. Alright. Ask about Ezra's death. Do you think Ezra died? Don't know. It wasn't the beacon. The cat made her something. There's access to part of my psyche from which I'm currently separated. Oh, so do I need to make you not available in demo? Alright, thank you for not available in demo. Clearly, you need to put wings on it so I can get the beacon to shoot it. That is a thing, yes? What did I pull out of the sticky trash can? Alright. Oh, I'll take out, use the negative set this time. Yeah, okay, so the negative set has pushed it over here. Ooh, fucking teleportation, here I am. Again, so tell me, what the fuck did you do? Actually, shut up. It pissed me off. Alright. That's not good. I've unlocked Fabio. The Fabulous. Alright, let's use the positive set. Now let's go back and talk to him and see if it's still unlocked the thing. No, see, now it's a little bit there. If I just keep using it, is it gonna up it again? Yeah, it did it again. Alright. Let's try again to use the positive stuff. I don't want to push him too far. Oh, he's got a semi-transparent cat appeared at over him soon. Something it's for. Has to be yet another projection. Yes, but now. Oh yeah. Hello there. My, what wonderful weather we're having. We haven't been introduced, have we? I'm Beermoth. And you are? Oh, so you know something about Ezra's death. Is that right? My friend, you come here for favours without even a drop of booze or any respect for the rule of quid pro quo. How rude. I think you're a reasonable person, someone who could help Tancred with my assistance. For that... Oh, right, this is unlocking the alternate personalities. Ah, I understand. Right. That is what those things are. Alright. That, we need the function key from her home. If we were to stumble upon it and bring it back, I'd be grateful. I mean, Tancred would be grateful, of course. Ask about the function key. Where can I find it? Maybe it's in one of the compartments on the Movrium? I'm not sure, you see, I don't have access to that part of her mind. I only know she doesn't have it on her. Must have lost it or something. He licked his paw, looked at me, turned his head, his pupils dilated. At that moment he reminded me of a small, helpless kid. I don't suppose it was that thing that I picked out of the sticky trash can, was it? Not available in demo. Thank you for that information. Oh. Make the Medibot disinfect me. Oh, look. Install the found battery. I did pick up a battery. You are correct. I did not realise it was a battery. I had forgotten it. Look at all these things I can do. Alright, okay. So I don't want to seed control. I can damage the Medibot here. I can just do it by talking to it. This is interesting. Alright, so first of all, check the latest scans. Dialogue book told me the last patient we scanned by the Medibot was Dr. Samuel Pax. Click the button and display the report. All I needed was a cursory glance. Chest X-ray revealed a tumour situated in the primary bronchi along with modern blood tassels. Latin script didn't leave any hope. Stem cell cancer. Gave an estimated time he had 6 months, 12 days, 9 hours. Alright. I would like to be disinfected now, please. Oh, wait. That's the number of tasks you can do, isn't it? Alright, so I'll install 6 more. Charge the battery with my equipment. Perform a bypass to save energy. Okay. We'll install the battery we found. Take the battery I found out in the garbage from my pocket, open the Medibot's battery panel, and tried replacing it. Something was wrong. It was stuck. Let's force the battery. I braced and pushed with all my strength against the stuck piece of metal. It gave way, made a grinding noise, lit off some sparks, and then something hissed. The Medibot explicitly protested and died. Oh, damn it. Now I'm not disinfected. Hey, so I didn't do that. No, alright. Now I'm gonna stink all the time without being disinfected. Oh well. Oh, I don't suppose it was in the Beowulf transport, do you think? The trophy? so that I could get, you know what I'm talking about, the thing for the Mobrius. Alright, hey there you. Inquire about Pax. Hey, I destroyed that Medibot. Oh, I'll tell him Pax is dying as well. You know, Dr. Pax is terminally ill. So the rest I'm just in the world. When he sees the death of a body really means, he'll understand how fragile life is afterwards. There will be no then for him. He can't afford it. He's truly going to die. Hans froze. Hans' face froze. He stared at me. I blinked as if shuffling folders in his brain. Yeah, cool. Alright. Alright. I forgive him his sins. I forgive him everything. We're square. Us two, GameDec. Too late. Now? No, you... Oh. You're too late. You bastard. I've destroyed the machine. I decided to do a little vandalism. I destroyed the medbot. I know I should be having, but it's still eating me. Thank you. Right, okay. I don't care about your history. I don't know why Pax should leave. I just want access to the body, alright? I have smashed up things, and I have told you he's dying, and he'll be dead. Give me access. I need access to the body. Let's take a look at it. Alright, I'll send word to my people. Alright, I'm never going to find... I'm going to try talking to you again. Nope. You stuck up, dickhead. I destroyed the body. Alright. Outreach was leaning over Ezra's body. He was pale and clearly disgusted. He examined the body. Dead body is a terrible sight. It's a memory of someone who once lived. A hideous, untrue, fake memory. The guy's face, as if carved from plastic, was pressed against the wet pavement like a strange, silent object. The gaze of his open eyes was angled unnaturally. Nobody's face should lie on the ground like that. The face of a corpse, maybe. Because that's no longer a person. Ezra. Perform a visual inspection. I leaned closer. Well, we're not going to flip the body yet. We're not going to search him. So let's inspect the head to start with. The sideways facing eyes had lost any expression or gleam. They resembled those of a poorly designed NPC. The face pulled taut by the sidewalk looked to be smiling blasphemously. Alright, yeah. Let's look what's in his mouth. I don't care about you. I had an inexplicable hunch. Bit his lip and put 2 fingers in his mouth. A stiff tongue, dry saliva. I shuddered. There was nothing else there. Oh well. Violating the corpse for no reason. That's great. Let us inspect the limbs. His arms and legs were splayed awkwardly. It was like he'd been doing some weird mid-air stunts before hitting the ground. Alright, we have the scalpel proficiency. Let's examine the hands. Gently, I lifted his hands. I was stunned. The skin on the inside of his palms was clean. A scratch or bruise, everything in perfect condition. So does that mean he didn't impact with the ground? Check the other hand, the same thing. The skin should have been torn if he fell and froze in this position. Yeah, okay, groovy. So he was... Well, he obviously wasn't placed here, because the blood is all around him, but he didn't fall from the sky. Okay. Let's have a look further up his arm. It looks as if he'd been struck by lightning, but the marks were off. I rubbed my eyes and took another look at his arms. Nothing. I was confused. Wait, so it looked like it had been struck by lightning, but then when I rubbed my eyes to look, they disappeared? Alright. Let's roll up the pant leg and see what happens. Calf was clean, no bruising. I checked the other leg, it was the same. Ezra's pant legs smoothly slid back down, covering up the cold, exposed body. Alright. Let's look at the chest. Look to his chest. Check under the clothes or feel his chest. Let's run by hands over a corpse. Yep, why not? That sounds like an incredibly healthy thing to be doing. It looked like a small gunshot exit wound, so he got shot in the back. Alright, feel his chest in general. Pressed his chest in a few spots, then tapped. Weird, it sounded hollow inside. The sound near the wound should have been flat due to extravasation? Okay. Let's give him a general pat down before we flip the body. Rummaged through his pockets. He had no personal items on him, not even a cocktail. That's weird. Alright, so now let's flip the body. Extravision is the leakage of a fluid out of a container into the surrounding area, especially blood or blood cells from vessels. Okay, I would have said, I mean, exsanguination is death due to blood, so due to loss of blood, not due to blood. If you drowned in blood, then they would still call it drowning, they wouldn't call it exsanguination. So I don't know. Alright, okay. Flipping the body! Grabbed Ezra by the shoulder and started to turn him over gently. He was heavy and strangely stubborn. Holographic wing disappeared into the pavement. His head bobbed and was about to collide with the pavement. I noticed something flashing immediately behind it. Oh, I only got time to do one of these two things. Then I protect the head, because I could look at the flashing thing anyway. Placed one of the soldiers and grabbed his head, saving him from hitting the ground. I finished turning him over and slowly put his head onto the ground. Only then did I glance towards the flash, but there was no sign of it. Oh my... The flash disappeared? Alright, okay. Oh, that's disappointing. Alright, ask about the wings. Translucent bat wings protruded from Ezra's clothing. Wonder if it was AR or a hologram. I turned off the glasses, but I could still see them. So it's a holo. Alright. To create such an animation, Ezra had to have an illusion, an illusion generator, with it. Couldn't see it anywhere, so I turned to the Outranger. Do you see these wings? Take a guess, ma'am. That's why I kept fiddling with them. I can't find the illusion that generates them. Did he swallow it? Let's look for the exit wound first of all. Flash does that, he's quick. Yes. Could be the Flash. Modern firearms reduce enough kinetic force to blast straight through a person's easily. Reach out to touch Ezra's chest area. No, you're not. You're on the back. So you're touching his back area, right? Retracted my hand, freshly smeared with blood, and wiped it off with the guy's coat. He was my friend, but he didn't mind. Alright, inspect his back. There was a bloody hole in his coat. And his back too, it seemed. I think if there's a hole in his back, then the bullets come out. So the bullet has definitely come out. So let's inspect beneath the body and see if it's below him. Oh, it can't be. Alright. Not much blood, just a few stains that look like splatter. Suspiciously little, considering it went straight through him. So was he already dead? We'll find the bullet. I slid my hand under Ezra's chest again. At the cracks in the pavement under the exit wound, I pulled out a metal object. I tore it from the pavement and took a look closely. It was a bullet. Alright, so what if I examine the body again? Perform visual inspection. I lean closer, end the inspection. Alright, okay. So I am done looking at that. I can talk to Lieutenant Veres, but first of all, let's see the codex. Illusion! Short for Illusion Generator. Illusions are devices that generate holograms in the air. Unlike three-dimensional AR animations, these holograms can be seen with the naked eye. Even though illusion animations are usually semi-transparent and far from perfect, they are becoming more and more popular. Multi-Century Encyclopedia, 33rd edition. And what is a walktail? The latest walktail model. Although the market has recently been dominated by Omnisand and the recently introduced Obi coins, the walktail business is still going strong. Analysts claim that sales figures will stay high for the next 5 years, especially among middle and lower class buyers. That said, The new Neoa model, revealed yesterday by Wheeler's Gears, could become an object of desire for members of any class. At least, that's what the experts believe, and it's hard to say they're wrong. First of all, it's an actual device that you can hold in your hand, and I'll always emphasize what a big plus that is. Not everyone likes having a telesense, because that's what Omnics and Obicoins are, and nobody will convince me otherwise. Nobody likes having telesense glued to their forehead, or wearing one on their wrist. Secondly, Neoa not only has an internal display that you can magnify up to 10 times with your glasses, but it also generates an additional external display. Not as sharp and pretty as the first one, but definitely readable. I'm not talking about AR. Neoa has a small built-in ILGEN. Oh, and that... Yep, that links to that one. If I say back... No, it actually takes me back. Alright. The device, similar to Omnics and all modern Walktail models, synchronizes not only with glasses, but also with lenses. So if you don't want to use the internal or generated display, you can admire the visual fireworks on your personal gear. And now for the best part. Neoa activates pressure receptors on your fingertips, allowing you to feel the AR buttons that you're clicking. Just like Omniacs and Obicoins did. You did it again, Wheeler's Gears. They've taken sensing, filming, and all other media activities to a new level. I don't know about you, but I'm getting a new Walktail. Technology in the World by Damien Savchik. It's interesting that it mentions filming. We've got those filming people over the other side, but I don't see how it ties into them right now. What was the other hypothesis that we just got then? MCC beacon hypothesis, gunshot hypothesis, accident. Unnaturally twisted. I don't know what Ezra was doing before he died, but his body looked like an awkwardly twisted NPC model. Apparently somebody saw Ezra fall onto the walkway. Didn't notice any damage caused by the fall. Ezra was flying around using an anti-G harness. Maybe he was looking for something. He might even have found it, but he fell after his harness broke. Ezra didn't have anything on him. Ezra came to Low City looking for something, then didn't find it, unless it was information. Alright. Well, before we do that, we can talk to Lieutenant Vera. What is it? Tell me about the beacon reliability, because they're saying it did it. Maybe the beacon misfired? Does that happen? No. Use artificial intelligence. Way smarter than humans. A person could make a mistake, but a beacon? No chance. Believe me, I've designed them myself. Alright, so tell me more about the beacons if you've designed them then. How do the beacons work in general? They scan their surroundings, looking for new plant and animal species. If a beast comes close, they shoot. These here have special tasks. If anything tries to fly or crawl up to the lowest inhabited walkway, beacons have to shoot it down while adhering to all safety measures. People live here. There are two dangerous species around these parts, the toxic fruit bat, a seriously big bastard, and the Rattus mordix Virtunus rat. The rats got clever and stopped trying to climb up. The bats are dumber and charge sometimes. The beacons shoot one down occasionally. They fire plasma, that's why there isn't much blood. Blood is no good, trust me. It attracts a shitload of trouble outside the ABB, and honestly, it ruins the view here, so you get used to it. Alright. What do you know about the anti-G harness? Victim supposedly had an anti-G harness on. Where is it? They say the captain took it off and secured it, but I didn't see that happen. It's probably in Beowulf. Whoops. Maybe we destroyed that. Alright, tell me about Tancred. Can you tell me something about the girl in the large mobrium? Tancred Brute. Ah, the infamous Tancred. She rescued some rangers on one of the patrols behind the ABB. She paid an awful price, but now she's a legend. She was only put into the mobrium recently. She shouldn't be on duty yet, but they're making a horror movie about her. Plus, she wanted to be. She has the therapeutic programs installed that sort of take over communication if anyone's too stressed or relaxed. Supposedly, it's to hasten her recovery. Alright, what do you know about her function key? Yeah, I'm looking for Tancred's function key. are you now? Alright, yeah? What for? Lion, say take red luster, say it's a private manor, say the cat needs it. The cat needs it. I was talking to this cat, says she needs it to finish therapy. That cat, Behemoth, is a liar. Don't believe anything he says. He's the one who asked for the key, I won't give it to you. No way. Alright, that's fine. You have the function key, do you? Cool. Alright, so I didn't destroy it, but it was the anti-G thing in the place. That's great. The man lying dead. The man lying dead here. Ezra Oni. How do you think he died? I know what it looks like. Bat wings, the Undercity below us. Captain was here first and took the anti-G harness off him. What he claims, at least. I didn't see it. Trust me, not the beacon that killed him. It must have been a weird, very weird incident. I don't know, I can't make anything of it. The death must be a damn misunderstanding. It's just inhuman. It's disgraceful that he's still here on the wet walkway like a bag of human bones. Alright, well, what new clue did you just give us? Okay, there's no blood, as well as a surprisingly small amount of blood. Vernon claims the outranger is convinced that the AI couldn't have mistaken for a man clumsily disguised as a bat for a real one. And Vera claimed the beacons don't make mistakes. We're missing one piece of data there, and it's possible we won't get all the data because I have made decisions. Decisions which have done stuff. Okay, there's not much blood, so there's surprisingly little blood for a wound. There's a gunshot wound in Ezra's chest. Ezra was lying down when the shot was fired. Yeah. The shot was fired after Ezra's death. Yes, because then he wouldn't have been bleeding. That's interesting. And an accident hypothesis. I don't know that he got... don't know that... maybe he did get high and then crashed. But there's no sign of fall damage. I think what happened here is that he overdosed. Then they turn up there, the captain shot him, hid away something, and he's trying to blame it on the beacon so that the beacon will be decommissioned and he can sell it to somebody else, or is being blackmailed for it. That is my probable guess about what's going on here. Alright, I'm going to go around and see if there's anybody else I can talk to. You're still not going to talk to me because I stink. Can't do anything with you. Alright. Let's go talk to... no, let's talk to you. What is it? Alright, nothing. What about you? No. What about you? Do you want to say something to me now? This place again? I love the smell of rain in the morning. I mean, I can go the other way. Let's put so much negative on him. Oh, bar drink. Negative set. Bar drink. Negative set. Negative set. Bar drink. Negative set. And now let's leave and see what the new personality is for us. Dad looked me up and down, let out an obnoxious squawk. Oh, right, word fucking beast. That's the best you can do, and that's it. Who has the function key? Tanner's function key. Who would have it? Rather, who does Tankhead consider a friend? Probably that big guy. His name's Vernon. Fucking Vernon. Vernon, goddamn Vera. I'm serious. That's his name. Alright, thanks for telling me that. But I'm not going to do anything about that. Let's tell you that I've destroyed your bot and you're dying. Hey. Hey there, just a random guess in the dark. Are you dying? Are you dying? Not at the moment. Fire up the engine in about 3 minutes and then fly away. Too bad Gaia isn't the destination. looks at the Medabot and how so? Daily stopping himself from coughing. Assuming the diagnosis is correct. I mean, the bot is miles away from you and it's crashed onto the floor. Dead. Coughed. He got smoke in his mouth. The cigarette paper started soaking with red. He grabbed the wet pad and looked at it with disgust. Just heard the Britain might go through a dry spell as you can't get alcohol in. Oh no, really? I mean, that doesn't surprise me. Given that we fucked everything up by saying, hey no, EU. Part of the place that we trade with most aggressively. We want to opt out of being part of it. That was just ridiculously stupid of us. I voted to stay. But hey, democracy just doesn't work. And I can't tell you the last time I actually had an alcoholic beverage. It must have been a while ago. I don't object to them. I like them, but I just haven't felt the need. Anyway, I toss it into the abyss below us and light up another cigarette. It probably is. So, what's wrong with you? Stem cell gather. No cure, believe me. I'm a doctor. Confirm there is no cure. That's a shame I can't do that. Everything can be bought, my friend. Do you have the money? Everything can be bought. You who dresses like a clown. Nothing is impossible nowadays. You just need enough money and... a PLB is the only thing that can help me. Can't afford it. Too many debts. I'm tired. No more of this. I don't really care about your conflict with the captain. So, I'm going to run over here, and then it's time to make some deductions, which we don't have any data about this for option, but that's alright. Alright, this, I'm going to go with my theory of the captain shooting him after he'd crashed because he was high. Alright? I think it's complete nonsense. There we go. Ooh, look at that weird connection-y thing. Alright, gunshot hypothesis. A gunshot was fired after Ezra's death. Woo! There we go. I think he died of an overdose. He definitely didn't get high and then crash, because there's no damage on his hands or legs. So I think he just died of an overdose. Whether these are right or not, I don't know. I'm not even certain if it is confirmed. So how did Ezra die? The beacon didn't shoot Ezra. The shots were fired after Ezra's death. The drugs killed him. He was worked up, excited, careless. He must have taken something. This is how it ended. He actually more disturbed than it may seem. Why would anybody shoot a corpse? To stage something? People do make mistakes, but I hardly ever. The beacon didn't shoot. Right, so it's not an accident with the beacon. It's not murder. It could be, I don't know. Ezra was killed with a weapon from a game. Go ahead and call me a crazy naive idiot, but the only solution that isn't self-contradictory, the only issue is that it's ridiculous. I mean, I've got the idea of how it is, but you won't let me say it. I think somebody shot Ezra. So the MCC beacon was only a smokescreen, but I don't know that that killed him. I think he died from an overdose. Or maybe he was almost dead from an overdose and then was shot and killed. I think this is... Take me back to the deduction thing. I've got 3 more and then no data. Yeah, I think it was... I think somebody shot him. Definitely. I think... The case has too many holes and contradictory leads. I cannot say for sure how this boy died. That might be the best answer that I have here. I don't think he was killed with a weapon from a game, because we're in the real world and there's no such sort of thing going on there. I think somebody did shoot Ezra, and the MCC was only a smokescreen, but I don't know that that was what killed him. I still think it was murder though, so I'm gonna take it. Well, what do you think? Weapon from a game sounds like it's part of a plot you don't have from the demo. Yeah, it's possible that part of the thing is that somehow games from demos are coming out. Games from demos, weapons from games even, are coming out into the real world. I mean, that seems vaguely ridiculous, but it could be. Alright, it's not an accident. The beacon did not shoot them. So, what do you think? Murder or I don't know, chat? Have you got strong feelings one way or the other? I'm reasonably disappointed I didn't sterilize myself. And by that I mean clean myself, so that I could go and talk to the other person. Tempted to go with I don't know, just because the demo doesn't seem to give us enough information. Alright, I can certainly go along with that, and I am torn between these two, because I've laid out my theory of what happened to you all there, but that is not an option here. So I think, yeah, let's go with I don't know. Alright. So now we've got these three other things to look at. Alright. Alright. Turning out, Amanda has a keen look with a mysterious smile. He came over to me, his smile widened. Oh, here you are. I've been looking for you all over you. Sorry it took so long. Excuse me, where are my manners? Senior Specialist, John Knapp. I'm the insurer of the deceased. Where the hell were you? A fenced-off crime scene is a small area. Where were you that you couldn't find me? Did you know that if we look at our body's molecules, questions like where and when begin to lose their meaning? Interesting, isn't it? Not really. Fourth deduction on the left there. Game hypothesis. Oh, I'll have a look at that in a second. Either way, I'm sure you already found your answers. They may be incomplete, but you should probably check Ezra's psycho scan, don't you think? It so happens I have it right here. It was the first thing I did when I got here. I want to give it to you. Let's call it a reward. A reward? Just sign the so-called paperwork and you can go home, okay? No! I'm not just going to sign it because you say so. I'm not signing anything. Huh, that's a pity. I understand you wish to acquire a scan on your own. In that case, you should try your luck with a drone, a Vedabot, or this advertising shit. So yes, you hurry. In case you have any problems or change your mind, remember my office still stands. Feel free to come back. Alright, okay, so now I need to get a psycho scan, which I could just grab off of you, but I don't want to sign it. Alright, what have we got in this codex? Psycho scan, not available in demo. Alright, let's look at this deductions. Oh! That became available. Okay, game hypothesis. Ezra was killed with a weapon from a game, inside a game. That's crazy. I don't believe that hypothesis. I believe this hypothesis. Huh. Interesting. The is a sign of an escaped character in the text field that hasn't quite brought it. Yes. Yeah. I got that when one of the things ended with slash. Alright, okay. What have we got on the new deduction-y thing? Nothing? Did I get some new stuff? Can I change deductions? Nope, I cannot. Okay, they are fixed in. These I've already seen. Ezra is killed from a weapon again, murder, an accident, the fall. Regardless of whether the MCB played control, cause of Ezra's death was the fall and collision with the walkway. Yeah, I don't think it was any of those right now. If I exit now, good, I haven't got any more. Alright, okay. I think I am going to call it here, as we appear to be maybe halfway through the demo? Maybe more than that, as I have spent a lot of time reading all the exciting data that's come up there. Hang on, he said. Okay, yes, good, you can save. Groovy. Yeah, we've spent just over 2 hours doing it. So yeah, I am going to call it here for today, and we will come back to this tomorrow. As I said, this is a time-limited demo, so I want to get through it before the time runs out. So yeah, this has been intriguing learning about things, and unfortunate that I wasn't able to get a shower. And, you know, I've buggered up a lot of my options by destroying the Medibot already, so I can't get a psycho scan that way. We might have to go back to the publicity advertising thing to get your psycho scan there, matey bloke. But still, I hope you have enjoyed looking at this demo of a game. I have played I played the first demo that came out of this. As I understand, the second demo was this, but there is more added to it, and unfortunately I didn't get a chance to play that one. Again, it wasn't a time-limited demo, but they removed it because it no longer reflected enough of the work. So I assume this one is far more polished than the second demo was. I wonder if I still have the second demo, because I got that on GOG, so it might be downloaded somewhere, and I just haven't got it installed right now. I'll have to check that. But yes, this is a game that I am even more looking forward to, having played this second or third demo of the game. I will be looking forward to when it comes out in less than 100 days, 92 days I think it is now. I'm not certain it's 93 or 90, it's 92 or 93 days definitely, but I'm not sure exactly which one. But still, we'll be back here tomorrow to observe more GameDec excited things. So, I am Richard, and this has been LMTD-TMFFR, or, say it with me now, limited time offer, no vowels. And I hope you come back again tomorrow. Have fun, everybody, and good night.